What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we got another tournament for you. We're gonna have 2 rounds this weekend. Tee off at 1:32 today. Got about 45 minutes to warm up, but before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about my game plan, my goals for the day, and just chat a little bit. The game plan for today, hopefully stay clean off the tee, but if you watch the practice round, you know that this course has grown in like twice to 3 times to probably, it's like so much more grown in. The rough is insane, so try and keep it clean. But my goal today, play confident, try to take each shot one at a time. Just really try and, I don't know, relax out there, play my game and not stress too much. My goals on the putting green today are just, I don't want to leave them short. I just want to give them the effort that they need to get in there. Whether or not I make them or miss them, you know, whatever, we'll figure it out. But I just want to commit to the putts today, try and find a good rhythm early, and I don't know, improve. The goal for this weekend is to improve upon my previous 2 tournament showings and just try and play some solid golf.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this sport.
And we're back here live. Hole number 1 from the shorts. Not gonna lie, guys, never played the shorts, only practiced from the longs. But little A3 stable guy. Quinn told me I should throw this. I knew I shouldn't have listened to him because I sawed it off. Should have gone A4. But hole number 1, maybe a 40-footer to start, which obviously I'd rather get a birdie. Not that I'm not gonna make this, but sometimes it's nice to have a little putt to like stretch out the arm on hole 1, kind of get the nerves out of there. I like the line on that, just, you know, not quite. Paula grabbing the angle. Buzz assess in hand, absolutely dialed. You already know. You honestly don't even need to see where it lands to know that I absolutely parked it. Just buzz assess things. Tap it in, and we're off to a 1 down start through 2. We step up to hole number 3, little island hole. It's like 170 feet. I usually go backhand, but I figured let's go with easy route. And what do? There was a left to right out there. The forehand got lifted. I thought it was fine, and we're at the drop zone. Now, if there's a time and a place to see how far you can putt with your offhand, in a tournament after already going OB once is probably the time. And we absolutely launched this. Football. And, yeah, I didn't get in, so I took a 5. Unfortunate, but honestly at that moment I was like, the only thing through my mind was just get back to even. You see me kind of go through a couple discs here, and I go with my flippiest DD1 and try to just commit to a little left to right shot, but the wind was pushing right to left on this, and just not the best wind for this hole. I take my Trash Panda Canyon, little base plastic guy, slide it up, little putt, deep breath, rock back, pop it, clean up the par. Now, this hole, if you read that little sign right there, you'll actually learn the Mando is not in play from the longs, which I did not know. So it kind of freed up my mind, and I took my PA4 and just cranked it. And somehow got through everything. I'm actually deep of the pin, but obviously not in a great position. Took a little bit to find this one. And I just got the A3. I'm kind of just trying to match like a little window here, trying to match the angle, slide it up. I see this now after the fact. I got a nice little roll out. Little tap in. Now this hole, I got my prototype strike here. This is a tricky one, 324, but man, you got water left, trees everywhere, and I kind of just blasted at, I don't know, the pine tree out there, but you can't really tell what's going on here, guys. There's no room behind the tees, unfortunately. Paula was doing the best she could, but look where I landed, guys. It was actually great. I had yet to throw like a good shot on this, and I think I found out my play.
God, those low cages.
I hate the low cages.
The old school almost got me.
Yeah, we got a little mixture of like, not total mixture of baskets out here today, but little old school Mach 5s or 2s, can't remember. Not the total shitty ones, the ones that are halfway decent. But a little hyzer shot there with my A3, and we got our first little uphill straddle of the day. The straddles are something I need to work on right now because I just can't seem to find a good position to get any leg drive. And you kind of see it on that putt. It was high into the chains, but I never got the full pop from the legs. And so we're going to try and tap that one in. And honestly, nothing felt bad about it. I just kind of launched it, I guess. I just didn't make it. Felt fine. But this is kind of the point in the round, or this hole right here. I'm thinking to myself, Brad, just be confident. It's a raised basket up on a hillside, and just put it in. And a lot of you guys see a 4-putt here, but I see a Brad not being a little bitch and actually running raised basket putts that in a previous life would have been laid up. Got the PX3 here. Very tight wooded hole here. Right at the end, you got some trees to beat. Not the worst shot, not the best shot. Obviously, not the best result here. And we don't have much. Just a little pitch out for par save. And, no harm done. You heard me say it in the intro, and if you watched yesterday's practice round, but this course grew in so much. So, you gotta expect some errant tee shots or some, you're gonna be scrambling on this course today. But next hole here, a little island hole, and through my PX3 once again, beautiful shot. Just a nice smooth hyzer. You see me here going through the routine, deep breath, breathe out on the putt, and yeah, they're feeling smooth, feeling confident. Here we go, 555, par 4. I go with my most confident shot, which is a turnover buzz assess straight through the landing zone. There was a kind of a rip in left to right out there, so I went with 1 notch more stable buzz assess, and I'm glad I did because it still kind of got tossed to the right. But perfectly fine. I go Firebird second shot here, and I put it a little bit deep. I thought I made the adjustment simply because today's tee shot was shorter than where I landed yesterday in practice. So I went same disc thinking, okay, you went deep yesterday. Now today you'll just, kind of pin it with the left to right. I thought the flight plate would get pushed down, and none of that happened. You probably can't hear me say it there, but all I say is you didn't leave it short. And honestly, I was happy with that. It's like a 50-foot bid, and I at least gave it the juice to get there. Now, you might not be able to tell here, but I was right. You know the sweet spot, or the opposite of the sweet spot on those baskets, where if you're at the wrong angle, you can only see one chain link before the pole. So I didn't want a dead center spit, and I putted it like that, and kind of got away with one. But hole 11, par 4. I'm going fresh, little S-line DD1. One of my new favorites. This thing has been great. But there's a right to left wind, which I hate on this hole in terms of, trying to get up to the gap. So I try and squeak it on the right side, and you'll see it come down bottom left.
Pretty good.
Pretty much right in the same landing zone I'm kind of always aiming for. Pushed it a touch deep, though. But can't complain with that tee shot. I got Canyon, A4, and A3 in hand. We're going to pick the Prodigy A4, and almost a little like air bounce forehand here. And you see a little tree love down there. I didn't know that I threw it that well, and we get up there for the birdie, back to even par. We're feeling good, man. This hole, I love the shape of it, but we're trying to figure it out. I got Cicada in hand, trying to pull it left to right. There's a low ceiling in there, but I know if I can hit the shot. I think the day I finally hit this one, a little foreshadowing as I hit first available. Yeah, I don't know. I love the shot shape of this one, but I have yet to throw a good shot. And we got the scramble discs in hand, and I wanted to go something flippier, but the bushes in front of me are too low for that hyzer push release. So I'm gonna go with my A3 here on a little bit of a flex line, nice and stable, and not bad. This is kind of a gut check type of putt here. You got a raised basket. It basically drops off behind it, and you even have potential to like roll down to the beach, honestly. Probably about a, 40-footer. And we got a headwind. Maybe a little, left to right heady. Can't totally remember. But we're taking our time. Focus on the breathing. Focus on the routine. And we ching it, guys. That one felt good. That was kind of like a setting the tone for the rest of the round in a way right there. Little 170-foot chip shot here. Saw it off with the A3. The ripping left to right, you can kind of tell coming off the water. Launches me back into the woods. And it's a little tricky to tell here. I'm trying to find a swing. And I'm in a thorn bush getting destroyed. And all I have is the old Terry Roethlisberger shovel pass, guys. You've seen me mess around with this a little bit. And, yeah. He takes cage from at least 35.
Well, that was almost the coolest birdie I've ever had in my life.
Would have loved to have made a shovel pass.
The old Terry Roethlisberger.
On to maybe like the most dangerous hole on the course. It's like 350, 370, can't remember. I take my 400G D3, nice flippy guy. Try and just ride it up there and just pulled it a touch right, guys. We went OB. Pretty much everywhere is OB here, but I don't like the layup play. Take my A3, thinking the left to right wind is going to swing it back. I won't say that was a good shot, but the wind also did nothing, which was, I don't know, interesting. And we got a little, I don't know, 28 footer, we'll call it here. And we're hoping for just a nice little tap in putt here. I know if I make this, it just keeps the momentum on the putting green going. And I'll call it a 50-50. Could have stayed.
No, just before it though.
And with that, we are back to 2 over par. One of my favorite shot shapes on this hole, or on this course, is this hole from the pad that's about 30 feet further left. I take my 400G D3 here. And I sauce it up. I'm not going to lie. This is the best forehand I've thrown in ages. This hole's like 370 feet. And man, did that feel good. And I didn't practice that tee pad either. I practiced the other one. That's what happens when the caddy book comes a little late. But we tapped that in for a birdie. PA2. Hold the pose. Hit the pole. Kick like 15 deep. Yeah, maybe not. That's probably 12 feet. I don't know. Once again, though, going through my routine on all the putts today, no matter how long, how short, tap that in. Back to even. We're fighting today. PA4, hyzer flip. Need something that gets straight late. And you see the one tree I hit is basically the tree you aim at and hope you get past it. And if you don't, you usually have something that looks a little bit like this. I think we got the A3 in hand. It's been my favorite upshot disc lately. Nice stable one. And we tapped in fell par. So I did not look at scores the whole round. I kind of just like letting it play out. PA4 once again, a little hyzer flip, wanted to finish straight, and just I needed a foot more left. Would have slid up there. And I once again find myself, I feel like I've said once again so many times, so sorry about that, guys. But the straddle putts, I need to practice these. This is like a little more uphill than it probably looks. And I don't like the stagger stance on these, but the straddle putt, it's like everything in the putt is correct other than the leg drive. So they kind of fade right through in front of the chains, and I don't really give them the pop they need. This is a 19-hole course, so 255. I got my Firebird in hand, just a smoothie. Very simple shot. Hit cage yesterday, and I thought we were about to see it again. Love that. Once again, go through the routine. Once again. To get to a 1 under par. Honestly, guys, we're feeling good. We'll catch up with you after the round here.
Well, there you have it. Another tournament round is in the books. The Twin Rivers Open presented by Dips Discs, round 1. I'll be honest, colorful scorecard, but overall, that was the most confident, most calm, most just like in my, it just felt good overall. I had 2 double bogeys, I had 3 double bogeys. Okay, man, very colorful. 3 doubles, but then I had 7 birdies. take away those doubles, and honestly, it's a great round. Even make those doubles singles, and it's a pretty solid round. You know what I mean? And going into today, I don't know if I said it in the intro, but honestly, I have all these goals, but I think my main goal, don't cage a single putt. And I'm happy to say I did not cage a single putt today. You saw the raised basket hole, I think it's what, maybe hole 7, I think it was. I did 4 putt. That doesn't feel good, but in the past, Broad would be either 1, laying that putt up and not even attempting to get a birdie and just playing scared, and then 2, like fluffing the putt so bad that he would probably cage it and then like roll back and have a bad result, or you know what I mean, and kind of just play scared. And today, the 4th or the 3rd putt, I went over the basket straight off the top, and honestly, as much as I would have loved to make that, I was so happy that I was confident enough in my abilities to just give it at least what it needed to get in. So colorful scorecard for 1 down, 953 rated, which sucks. I keep shooting a little bit, like 1 or 2 strokes under my rating. Rating's not everything, but I think next ratings update, I'm 964 right now. I'll probably be dropping into the 950s, whatever. I am tied for 9th right now out of 21, so I'm right about, you know, middle of the pack. The rounds aren't over yet, but it looks like Colin Bryant, he's sitting at 9 under par right now. But man, I don't know, guys. A lot of times I film these tournament rounds, and it's honestly, it is a little hard for me to like edit them, post them, because I play like shit. I don't want you guys to see it, but today's one of them rounds that I think you guys can kind of see that, one, I've been putting in the work. I always have been, but I feel like I built a putting routine. I'm working a lot on my breathing. I don't know, it just feels good. You guys just listen to me do commentary on the round, so I'm sure you kind of have maybe already heard all of this stuff, because I'll probably be saying the same stuff throughout the video, but I don't know. It's one of them colorful scorecards where I told myself today, stop being scared of the bogey, because being scared of the bogey, you're never gonna get birdies. And I just said, as long as you get birdies today, like, be happy with yourself. And you know, I really only missed like a couple short putts on hole 7, and then I had the one left side. You guys saw it from kind of the bad angle, so, but it was a 50-50, like could have stuck putt. So I don't know, felt good today. We'll see you in round 2. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. If anyone needs a Squatch bag, code Broderick saves you 20. Birdie Disc Golf Supply, Frisbee Club, new signature disc coming soon. Also, Power Grip USA, Broderick free shipping over 25. And Prodigy. I think there's still some black Prodigy PA3s left if you want some of them. And you can also use code Broderick10 on like anything over there, and it all supports me. Can't thank you guys enough. I'm excited. We'll see ya.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.